Okay, with that, I feel extremely privileged to introduce Rebbetzin. Chayutin, thank you so much for agreeing to come on today, Erev Yontif. Thank you. I'm going off. Go ahead, Miriam.
Okay, we're now, Mama's, the day before the last Sfiras Omer tonight, B'ezras Hashem, will be Malchus Malchus, the last Sfira, which is Mama's, the goal of the whole creation, the top point of the Malchus of Hashem, of the Malchus of David, and we're coming towards the 50th day, the 50th gate, which is, everybody knows it's the Yortzeit of David HaMelech, and it's the aspect of David HaMelech, it's Mashiach, it's the revealing of Hashem's kingdom, it's the Mikdash, it's Yerushalayim, which is Yira Shalem, the completion of the Yira, and the chariot on Shavuot. We read a few things before Sefer Torah and after Sefer Torah. We have on the Sefer Torah, of course, the 10 Dibros, Matan Torah, and we have Agdamos, which is a very, very, very holy and beautiful poem that wrote a very, very big tzaddik. It's in Aramaic, so it's really kedai to reach, to find translations, and it's really translated to all the languages, and he speaks in rhymes, and he says, I want to ask Rishus, he says, that's why it's called Agdamos, it's like in the beginning, to reveal to you a little bit the endless chesed of Hashem in the creation. And he says that just the beginning, like this, if all the seas and the rivers and the fountains were all ink, not water, ink, and all the forests, all the trees, and all over the world, all the branches would be pens, and the sky, all the skies all over this world would be a leather of Sefer Torah, klaf of Sefer Torah, and all the people of the world, all the people, all the nations, everyone, all the millions, billions of people would all be sofrim, that's right. It will not be enough to express, to write the chesed of Hashem. That's the beginning of this beautiful poem that we read on Shavuot. It has also a very beautiful nigun that Chazan says, and we say after, like 2 lines and 2 lines, the whole people, everybody. It's in all the Hasidic, I don't know if in all the shuls, but I think in most of the shuls, you can hear it on Shavuot in the morning. And then also Megillat Ruth, everybody knows that we read Megillat Ruth, and then the 10 Dibros, and then the HaTorah. The HaTorah will be, B'ezras Hashem, the first chapter in Yechezkel, which is the chariot, the Maseh Merkava. And nobody has a saga, what's a chariot? We're not allowed even to speak about it, but just for us to really feel that we're all part of this chariot, because it says that there's a chariot above, and there's a chariot here in this world, which is Am Yisrael. And even in the last parsha, Bamidbar, it said that Am Yisrael in the Midbar were Mesudar in such an order, the Mishkan in the middle. In the Mishkan we had the Luchos, the broken and the new ones, in the Aron. And then the whole Mishkan around, and then the tents of Aaron, and Moshe and Aaron, and the Levim and the Kohanim, and then the tents of all the 12 Shvatim around in order of 3 at one side, like 4 sides, 3 each. And the Mizrach was, of course, Yehuda, and on 2 sides is Yisachar and Zvulun, because Yisachar is the Torah Shevet after Yehuda, and then Zvulun holds him and helps him. And that's mamash they saw the chariot up there, and that's how they made the Machane of Am Yisrael down here, mamash parallel. So we have to understand we're all part of this, and also we all know that David HaMelech himself is the 4th side of the chariot, because we have the 3 fathers and David. That's Chesed, Gvura, Tiferes, and Malchus. Those are the 4 sides of the chariot. And we have to really attach ourselves and to really unify with them, and especially with David HaMelech, now that it's coming, Mamash, it's his week, Malchus, and especially tonight and Shavuot. And we have to really, really learn from David HaMelech what he wanted to really teach us. There's so much to speak about. I just have a few minutes, but we all know that David HaMelech came to the world with a lot of suffering, a lot of obstacles, a lot of HaTorah, and not knowing anything was going to be with his neshama. And it started from the beginning, from Moab, from Lot and his daughters, and then from Judah and Tamar, and then with Ruth, and then what he went through, what his mother went through with Ishai, and then he himself, all his life. And everybody knows, I think, the stories, and if not, it's very, very important to learn them very deeply, and to know that that's how the Mashiach is coming, in this way that is very, very hidden, and full of bizyonot, full of tefillos, and singing to Hashem, and full of itbodedus. And he never slept. On Chatzos he would wake up and just sing to Hashem and wake. It says that he woke everybody up. The whole Eretz Israel would wake up before the morning and sing to Hashem. It was before the Tikkun Chatzos, because it was before Beis Hamikdash. It was just singing and praising Hashem and learning Torah the whole night. So that's the aspect of the Malchus of Hashem, to reveal the Malchus of Hashem. David has said, I'm not king to have a Malchus of my own. I'm just in order to reveal the Malchus of Hashem. I'm nothing. So we eat milchiks. Milk is chalav. Chalav is Rashi Tevot from Tehillim. Libi halal bekirbi. David HaMelech says, my heart is empty already. Libi halal bekirbi. Rashi Tevot, first letters, chalav. I had so much blood was spilled from my heart because I was being chased, and all my life such machlokes and such. So they spilled all the bad part of the blood. So I really thank everybody. That's what David HaMelech says. So my heart became so pure. So the blood becomes milk. So everything becomes white. And I really thank all those people that really had machlokes on me, because that's how I grew, and that's how I started really davening and really singing to Hashem. So we have to remember when we eat the milchiks, it's the aspect of loven ha'elyon, the upper whiteness. It's a sphere of erech apayim. There is tefillah after Tikkun Leil Shavuos that says that up there in the highest place, there is one eye of rachamim, not two eyes like chesed and din, but one eye of hashgacha. It's called eina pkicha de lo na'im. In Aramaic, it's one eye that never sleeps. It's a real place of hashgacha, of the white, of the good eye, of the mercy of Hashem that was revealed to Moshe Rabbeinu in the 13 midos of Rachamim. And that's really the highest place. It's the 50th gate. That's Shavuot. And that's why Shavuot is only one day. Even the second day that you have in Chutz La'aretz is not really written in the Torah. It's not like Pesach and Sukkot. It's one day, and it's above sleep. It's above time, because it's the 50th gate. It's mamash to be a letter in the Torah. And we have to remember all the neshamos that are far away, all the Jews that don't even hardly know that they are Jews even, to remember them when we daven, when we learn, to say B'Shem Kol Yisrael, like we said before Tehillim, like we said before in the morning, Baruch Shamar. We always say B'Shem Kol Yisrael. We have to really include and remember and unify with all the neshamos. And B'ezras Hashem, this will awaken them, and they'll feel some spark or some light or something. We have to take care not to think about ourselves, to always remember that Hashem wants all His children. And now is mamash the time, because it's a very, very, very big esratzon. So when we daven, when we eat, when we learn, each mitzvah, each minhag has a lot of kavanos and a lot of opportunities to really save and awaken neshamos and ourselves also. And to really remember that now we're mechubar to the whole history. Ruth, she lived for 400 years. She still had a chair next to Shlomo HaMelech. That she had Oved, and Oved had Ishai, and Ishai had David, and David had Shlomo. And Shlomo, he built the first Beis HaMikdash, and he used to make a chair, to give a chair to Ruth next to him when he judged Israel. She saw everything. She was there still to reach all her work all the Mesilas Nefesh, everything that she gave up everything. Ruth is otiot vater. Levater. She gave up everything. She didn't even know if she would be Megayer. She didn't even know the halacha if Moab can be Megayer. So I just want to say one more thing. That it says, I think it's from the Gemara or the Zohar, I'm not sure, that in order to cut the wood of the forest, we need this garzen, this knife that we hold, but the knife has a handle from wood. So who gave this handle? The forest. So in order to cut the forest itself gave the wood in order to hold this knife. So that's what it says in the secret about Ruth and about David, that they came from Moab in order to really conquer all the Klipos. They came from the Klipos, so they're the only ones that can really conquer the Klipos, to the root, to the end. So Bezras Hashem, may we all have the most happy, deep happiness, very deep learning and very deep connection to the Tzaddikim, to David HaMelech, to the Tehillim, the 5 Sefarim of Tehillim, parallel to the 5 Chumashim, and to really receive the Torah with the Tefillah, with the Chesed, and with the aspect of the Nevuah that they had in Har Sinai and that Yechezkel had, even in Chutz La'aretz, and to really thank Hashem every second for every letter and Chesed that He does with us, with those big days and mitzvahs and minhagim and Torahs that He reveals and Rachamim, and to really be together. And Chag Sameach to everybody, and good Shabbos, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Miriam. Miriam, you can speak a few more minutes. You still have some time if you want.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
So I can read here a few letters from, there are a few Torahs that Rabbi Nachman said on Shavuot in Likutei Moharan. So one of them, he spoke about, it's Torah Yud Gimel 13 in Likutei Moharan, that he says that Moshe Rabbeinu brought down the Hashgacha of Hashem to us. And in every generation there is Moshe Rabbeinu. There are many tzaddikim, 36 and 72, and revealed and not and hidden. But there must be always the neshama of Moshe Rabbeinu in every generation. And he brings down the Torah, even in a revealed or not revealed way. So this brings down the Hashgacha, the Shechina. And every Jew has to really search. The searching is really the life. When a Jew searches, he's like a baby. He knows that he doesn't know. We're always starting from the beginning. And that's a real life. That's a real simcha, to always start from the beginning. And the Hashgacha Shleima, that Hashem is watching us, only Am Yisrael, because Hashem watches the whole world. But it says that He watches them like behind the sword, the back. Like He looks back, and like He watches them like with one eye. Like He doesn't, but us, Hashem watches with such love. Mamash straight Hashgacha, eye to eye, face to face. And we really search that, feel that all the time. And when we come up towards Hashem, that's called Maim Nukvin. It's like water from down here, just like the rain and the ananim, the clouds, come from waters that come from the bottom and become clouds. So the rain comes down and brings water to the land, and everything grows. So it's a very, 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 it's a circle of a very deep relationship, of a very deep love, of a very deep giving. So from the bottom we have to awaken it's called Maim Nukuin, that we are awakening and looking towards Hashem and longing and wanting and asking and begging and doing what we can do. And then Hashem brings down the Hashgacha, the Torah, a new Torah every time, the light of the tzaddik, a new light of mitzvahs, a new simcha of revealing, a new rachamim that we need every time, new rachamim. And it already depends on our awakening and asking from the bottom. So as much as we even feel little or even low, it's bigger. It doesn't have to be from a high madriga. As much as we're even lower, chas v'shalom, not a virus, not chas v'shalom to be a material life or something, but I mean, we feel that we understand little, we do little. So from that place, the tefillah is much bigger, and the longing is much higher. And that's the aspect of David HaMelech again, the Anava, the aspect of Moshe Rabbeinu, the most Anav, the aspect of Avram, Asar ve'Efer, and Yitzchak that gave himself on the Mizbeach just like, also like dust, like ash. And Yaakov Avinu that said, Mi mana Asar Yaakov, that me and my children were all dust and ashes, we're all nothing under Hashem, we're all under Kisei HaKavod, just wanted to be slaves and sons of Hashem to do what He wants and to serve Him and reveal Him. So that's what we can do now, B'ezrat Hashem, on Shavuos and Shabbos, to really, by the way, this year it's exactly like it was. The real Matan Torah was on Shabbos, on Zayin Sivan, because Moshe added a day. So even though we are still always celebrating Vav Sivan, but the real Matan Torah was like this year, Shabbos, on Zayin Sivan. So we have to really continue the Shavuot, of course, and also it's the Baal Shem Tov's Yortzeit. He also came from David HaMelech. He revealed all those secrets of the Neshama, of the Chassidus, and we can all really, really gain so much and really renew and do for Hashem, for the Kabbalat of Hashem, for the Kabbalat of the Torah, as much as we can, and B'ezrat Hashem, have a very, very big renewal and very deep new understandings and new search, B'ezrat Hashem.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miriam. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Naomi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all,
Lots
and
of
thank you for everything.
Thank you. Lots of love. Lots of love and hugs. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you for everything, Naomi. Really.
Okay.
Kol tov. Chag sameach. Chag
Chag sameach.
sameach.